bum, bum. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, Create This Book. We're on our second episode, but this is where we get cracking on the inside. But we have to start with this page. Create a rule. I'm trying not to go in the same order that I did it last time, but we have to start with create a rule because it sets the book up. So I've taken this line out. Perfectly good reason. Because how do I explain this without the picture? I have a very different rule. Last time, Create This Book, I had a paw print, which was my rule. I had to put a paw print somewhere on the page every time. Create This Book 2 was a music note. Create This Book 3 is a semicolon. And Create This Book Take 2 is going to be this guy. He has to be on the page somewhere. Which it will make more sense when you see the next prompt. It will give you more of an example. But he is going to be somewhere on the page, somewhere in the picture, doing something weird. I just thought it added a little extra something and gave me a more creative way to create these pages. Having to include him somewhere in the picture. What can he be doing in this picture? And I don't know why I put a rule breaker there. But I do tend to break the rules just a little bit. Bend them, shall we say. So I am going to create like a neon sign on this side, just with my colouring pencils today. I think I do end up going around it with my neon marker because it just didn't have the same effect that I wanted it to. But we're fading the neon out in this page. We're not going black and neon. But as you can see, my little stick figure dude is called Cray. So Cray is to be added to every page. Like I say, somewhere, but you will see more on the next prompt that I do, and you'll get the gist of it if you don't already. I mean, it's not hard to understand, but I loved the fact that he's putting this box together. I just thought that was a nice touch, eliminating the black line that was already there and making him put it together. But that's the kind of thing I mean, like just weird. He's crazy. That's why he's called Cray. Cray Cray. I'm a child. Leave me alone. I just wanted to be able to create. I don't know how to put this. Like, step up my creativity. If I have this one thing that I have to fit into a picture, like the paw print and the music note and the semicolon, I can fit in tiny anywhere. But he has to be on every page, some way or another. And I just kind of love that challenge of being able to find a way to fit him in. I didn't like that empty space up the top there, so I am creating another neon sign. Don't absolutely love the layout of this one, but I didn't know how else to do it. My original idea was he would have made holes all over the page trying to get through the box, and he was originally going to be sort of like hanging outside the box, but then I had this idea and thought this one was better. But then I had the issue of trying to fill the rest of the page. So hey, I did more lettering. Like, how much lettering have I done in this book so far? And here we go. This is... we faded it out slightly. But our rule is to add cray into every page. He can be teeny tiny, he can be massive, he can be just an arm, it could be a foot. But he does need to be in the... yeah, this was the inspiration. I don't know how many of you remember. Oh. But I did a stick figure thing, and I created all these little stick figures doing weird things and whatever. And that was my inspiration. Like, I really liked that, so create a bumpy page, like I can trace over him type thing, so he would be under the page, but you'll see. But we're going to move on, and we are going to create weather-based decor, which today's date is the 12th of April. So, my idea for this one was, it's April, and the slogan that came into my head was April showers bring May flowers. So, guess what? I'm doing more lettering. Like, it's killing me. But the only way that I'm going to get better is to do it. So, taking the bull by the horns and facing my fear. So we've done the April lettering. May flowers lettering is going to be a different font as well. But you'll get that once I have coloured it, lined it, all that stuff. But I can tell you, I have done another episode after this one. And I am loving Cray. He is a lot of fun. The more I get to know him. But I am adding Cray here. So I chose to add him at the bottom here with an umbrella because he's in the April showers side, so he's got an umbrella. And he's just creeping under the page there. So I'm adding some details on this page now. I'm adding some fallen umbrellas, which Cray grabbed one of those. And adding some tiny little flowers falling on this side. I'm not the greatest at drawing flowers. It brings me no joy, it brings me no pleasure drawing flowers whatsoever. But let's get to lining this, shall we? So I have lined this side, but the other side is mostly water based, so I don't want to line that yet. So we are starting with the May side. Just colouring those little flowers in. Which, like I say, flowers not my thing really, like just not fun to draw. I am adding a little bit of rain on this side, but not as much as the other side. All these fonts that I use can be found on my archive board on my Pinterest. So if you want those, then please do check those out. I just search Pinterest for fonts. But obviously I draw them myself so they don't look exactly like it. But we're on the April shower side now, which again, font from Pinterest on our archive board. Trying to make this look like water now, which doesn't really look like water, but you get the gist. Notice I'm trying to work in the page again, like actually on the paper in the book. I'm getting there. Ta-da! I really like this page. I don't know why, but it's very satisfying. And Cray obviously is there. He's crept under the page to say hello. But he brought his umbrella so he didn't get wet. April showers bring May flowers. Create weather-based decor. Ta-da! I like the way that they're cohesive together. The background colour and the rain sort of come together. But yeah, there's our first 2 prompts done. Let me know what you think down below. Let me know what you think about Cray. Like I say, I've got to know him a little better, and I personally think he's hilarious. While you're down there, please do hit that like, hit that subscribe, because it really helps the channel. I hope you enjoyed, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye!